first down. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Getting out to his left. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Vikings pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Right there, an attack on the point after. And the Vikings go up 10-zip here in the first. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Tough one to retain through that hit. So second down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That's... Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with first and 10. Finds Laporta. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Second and 3. Connects on one to Jamison Williams. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll throw it again. Caught near the goal line. And in for the Detroit touchdown. PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. First and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. And my hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
A give now from the gun. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
First down throwing for Hurts. Hits his running back. And he's taken down at the 30. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Throwing now, off play action. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
Well, that run came with a high degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit by touchdowns, yards, the fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that, a guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
He rolls to his right. Caught near the goal line. And he's out of bounds down at the 5-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to hold him down near the line.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It's second and goal. Hurts setting up to throw. Falcon isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Sack gonna cost them some yardage.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense. It just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So now, here's third and goal. Hurts to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Vikings are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a third in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. It's the Vikings in a nice spot, 2nd and inches. Back to the well again. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Finding Davis. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Hurts. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Detroit calls timeout in 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Trying again, following the sack. Forced out to his right. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Stop after a small push to the 5. It's a 3-yard gain. 1 shot remaining if they want to try it. 4th and goal coming up.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. 1st down, didn't score. 2nd down, didn't score. And now 3rd and goal, can't find the end zone either.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. A 27-yard look here. Prater puts it through, and that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. A final throw before the break. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Throw complete to Williams. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 38. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good. For the Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Working quickly here. Here's second and 2. Chased out to his right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That is Lewis Seen. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And forget the interception, he makes this a pick-6 touchdown. So the defense scores, and now their offense coming out for 2 more.
For the 2-point conversion.
From the pistol, Hurts. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Taking a deep shot here. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Quick slant, that's Williams. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target there was Sam Laporta. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
He finds him beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. He'll throw it yet again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He finds Laporta. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Still sticking with the passing game. He's on the move. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll throw it again. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off a defense at any time.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking for a throw here. That's cut for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st down from the red zone. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing it again here. Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Offense up to the line fast. From the gun on 3rd down. And they take this in for the score. The Lions shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got a man left. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Another carry for him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Has the direction, but not the distance. It falls just short. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
You know, we get on that field in pregame, and these kickers make it look so easy. But in real action, it's a totally different animal. That was definitely on line. Just didn't quite get all of it. It's going to wind up just a few feet short.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. They'll throw to begin this drive. On the move, headed right. And he's dropped. They got there for the sack. And that brings us to the end of this. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Taking a shot deep down the field and good. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Vikings get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
At their own 18-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense in the hurry up here. They give it to him again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10 plus, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
On first down, Hurts hits him on the out route. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Working quickly here. Hand off on second and short. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking it in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They've got a man in motion. Back-to-back carries here. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. Casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Man in motion here. The give here on second. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. Looking to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Right on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings double their lead to 14.
Lions 14. Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Caught quickly on the slant. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Throwing now on 1st down. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, with out routes or in routes just like that.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're left with 4th and short. Setting up a throw. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions now within 1 score in the 4th. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Now this could be the game right here. Down a score, they need to get this ball back. And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. On first down, they'll run. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Vikings up by 6. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the long back on the handoff. And he's going to fight his way down to the 35-yard line. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. The give now out of the shotgun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
First and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. I love love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
He'll look to throw it. And the call to go for it not awarded as the pass falls incomplete. They'll line up for the onside kick here. Gotta find a way to get it back. Just a little over a minute and a half remaining. And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Ooh, had to have that onside kick. Got one timeout, but not much time left. This one kind of feels like it's over.
Not a whole lot they can do, but you can't give up. Not a time to look at the clock. You got that one timeout. You got to do all you can and really hope and pray this offense fumbles the snap or screws it up here in the final minutes.
And they get him down after a quality pickup to about the 36. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Trying the right side. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A great play defensively. They forced a loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. He'll throw it. Forced out to his right. He just throws this one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They strike for 23 yards. And the huge conversion gets them a new set of downs. All set up now for 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. Right on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings make it a 10-point ball game. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Chased out to his right. St. Brown's got it. Complete. A big play. 23 yards to move those chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining, long odds ahead of them. It's 1st and 10. A bit of desperation on this deep shot, and that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Vikings take over on his 5th interception of the season.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup, and it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today, and I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down. Gotta hurry this to the line. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. He lofts it deep left. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So they're left facing 3rd and long. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's trying another one deep. Brought in inside the 20. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the